another training session for the A-18 Hornet. We've made it to the carrier taxi and takeoff. So we're going to do the taxi and takeoff in this one and then the landing on the next one. So let's jump right into the lesson because I imagine this is going to take a little bit. Let's go.
We will learn to taxi to an aircraft carrier catapult and take off in this lesson. In a previous lesson, we learned how to start up the Hornet. When starting up the Hornet on a carrier, the only significant difference will be that you will set the INS switch to CV for aircraft carrier, instead of ground during the inertial navigation system alignment. So, we will just focus on the taxi and take off from the carrier in this lesson. Looking out of the cockpit to the right is the bow of the aircraft carrier, and catapults 1 to the right and catapult 2 to the left are located here. Looking ahead and bit to our left are the waist catapults of number 3 and 4. In this lesson, we will taxi to, get hooked up to, and take off from catapult 2. As you may have noticed, catapult 1 is currently blocked by parked aircraft. Before taxiing forward, we will need to set our trim based on our total aircraft weight. You can find this on the checklist page from the support menu. It's located on the ACWT line. As you can see, our bird weighs just 46,600 and change. If below 44,000 pounds, set 16 degrees of stab trim. If between 44 and 49,000 pounds, set trim to 17 degrees. If over 49,000 pounds, set trim to 19 degrees, and afterburners are required for takeoff. So, go to the FCS page on the support menu and use the trim hat or right control period to increase stab trim to 17. When set, press spacebar to continue.
So over here we go tap this to get to the support menu, FCS page. Oh, nope. Never mind. We're already there over there. So let's go back to FCS here. I don't remember where we were for the HUD. Okay, we got the HUD up here. So they want us to go to this page and use the right trim hat to increase stab to 17. I don't have... I can do right control plus, that's what it's telling me I can do. Did that change that at all? Okay, well, I'm not really sure. Or can I use my... Okay, it's just pitch trim. So the stab is just pitch trim. So I'll just pitch trim up until it says 17. Okay, well that makes that easy then.
Running from the bottom on the checklist page, arm the ejection seat, check that nose wheel steering is on, no warning lights, hook is up, flaps are set to half, trim set to the total aircraft weight, wings match wing fold handle, oxygen on, brakes off, launch bar up, anti-skid off, master arm off. From the MPCD, select WTPT and cycle to waypoint 1. Countermeasures off, radar altimeter to 40 feet, canopy closed, master external light switch aft. When all set, press spacebar to continue.
Okay. Radar altimeter is set to 40 feet. I don't know how to do that. I don't recall them telling me how to do that either. So we'll skip that for now, because it doesn't tell me how to do that. Canopy is closed. Master external light switch aft. And I'm not going to waste a bunch of time on the video trying to do that. I'm going to assume that all of these are correct. Get rid of this master caution.
Directly to our right is a large yellow rectangle painted on the deck. This is the Jet Blast Deflector, or JBD, for Catapult 2. This will redirect our engine exhaust once we power up for takeoff.
What's this thing?
Normally, you will spread your wings when positioned behind the JBD. but before you taxi over it to the Catapult shuttle. Because we are already nearly behind the JBD for Catapult 2, spread the wings using the wing fold handle by your right knee, or press right shift and right Control O. 5 seconds after the wings are fully spread, stow the handle with the O key. When they are down and the wing fold handle matches the wing position, press spacebar.
Trying to get the key. Mouse wheel. Okay. I don't want to. I want to try to avoid using keyboard shortcuts as much as possible. So, because it's more I have to remember to do. So, yeah, I can pull it out using the mouse wheel, put it in using the mouse wheel, and then left and right clicks will move it. So now that the wings are out, we can go ahead and proceed.
Before taxiing forward, hold down the nose wheel steering button or press S. This will keep the nose wheel steering in high gain and allow us to make tighter turns on a crowded deck. This is indicated as NWS high on the HUD. If you have the wings folded, you do not need to hold down the nose wheel steering button to enable NWS high. Slowly increase the throttle while inputting full right rudder. Make sure you are in nose wheel.
Well, we're going to take a second right now because I need to change the button for that, because eventually I'm going to use W, A, S, and D as my radar manipulating thing where to move the target selector around. So S isn't going to work for that, but I definitely want to be able to have access to that. So let's search for nose. Designate wheel switch. So I want to add this to my throttle. Now ideally,
Steering high to make the very sharp
so when I
turn
hold it down,
to Catapult
cool.
2 to your right. As you taxi over the JBD, align the nose of the aircraft straight down the catapult track.
Go ahead and start now.
Once aligned directly down the catapult track, slowly and carefully roll forward until the nose wheel is just behind the catapult shuttle. The catapult shuttle is attached to the catapult and is used to launch you down the catapult track. To get the nose just behind the shuttle, you can either use the F2 external view or align the catapult shuttle off catapult 1 to be directly off to your right. Press spacebar when aligned on the catapult and the nose wheel is just behind the catapult 2 shuttle.
We're going to follow the directions of the guide here though. He wants me to stop. Look down and we will... Okay, so press spacebar when aligned on the catapult and the nose wheel is just behind. So he's going to tell us to put the launch bar down.
The launch bar on the nose wheel landing gear strut will connect the aircraft to the catapult shuttle. Lower the launch bar by left-clicking on the switch by your left knee labeled launch bar. With the launch bar down, press U to better align the aircraft on the catapult track and shuttle and attach the holdback. This will also raise the JBD behind you. You can use external F2 view to confirm that the launch bar is attached. Once attached, move the launch bar switch to the raised position. Press spacebar once the launch bar is connected to the catapult shuttle.
Oops, hold on. Extend the launch bar. He wants me to... Okay, we're attached. Tractor bar, I guess. Okay, well, we're attached.
You're now ready for the cat shot. Increase throttles to military power. Wipe the controls by inputting full pitch and roll on the stick and full rudder deflections on the rudder. When ready, go to full power and initiate the catapult stroke.
Okay. That's the salute. So I don't know what the salute is for that. So come on. Salute. Left control, left shift, and S. Okay, we're on afterburner. I want but I understand that this aircraft takes off by itself until you get to the end. So. This looks not working. Controls. It says left control, left shift, and S. What I'm doing. Okay, now he's telling me to full power. Alright, I think we're getting it. Alright, I think I got it this time. He didn't like that I picked the launch bar back up, so I guess I misunderstood what the guy told me. There we go. And we are now in the air. Go back off the afterburner, and then you are supposed to do a clearing turn.
Roll to the right and quickly raise your landing gear and flaps and accelerate to 300 knots. When taking off from Cats 1 and 2, you will perform a starboard clearing turn, and when launching from the waist cats, you'll perform a port clearing turn. Once you've turned 20 degrees from the carrier bearing, turn back to parallel the carrier's bearing and keep your altitude below 500 feet until 7 miles from the carrier. This is to keep you out of the way of returning traffic. Press escape to conclude this lesson.
Okay, that wasn't particularly difficult, but yeah, I messed up a little bit there. We're definitely over 500 feet. And he said something about raising the bar, so I thought that meant putting the launch bar back up again, but I don't know. I must have been confused. Anyways, we got off the carrier and we're on the right. We did sort of the right thing, so that's close enough. Let's go see if we can crash on the carrier like this. I'm not gonna. But thanks for watching me, and come back for the next one. I'll see you in a minute.